We are live. All right, we're back, everybody. Turn Left Podcast, episode 21. We got a special guest. I said I was going to come up with a good intro. That didn't happen. I ran out of time. That's why we're late. So sorry we're late. Thomas Epps JR in the house. Say what's up.
What's up, everybody?
We got a couple of questions to ask him, but we got a couple things to cover first. Might have to pull the mic a little closer. You said you had a good turn right segment. Do you want to start out with that to lighten the mood?
I don't have it pulled up. I wasn't ready.
Oh
on
my
the
gosh.
spot.
There's also a fight tonight, obviously, Darren Till versus Robert Whitaker. We're trying to get it pulled up, but we don't know if we can get the... I don't have cable out here. I've just got the ESPN Plus. I've got the Disney Plus app on the PS4. So either way, we might get into that. But like I said, we got Thomas Epps Jr. with us tonight. You're a small business owner, aren't you? What's the name of your company?
It's After Hours Maintenance LLC.
After Hours Maintenance LLC. What all do y'all do? I mean, do you specialize in anything specific, or do you just kind of do everything? Is it just handyman services?
Kind of really all over the place, man. HVAC, electrical, painting, plumbing, drywall, deck work, fence work, vanities, faucets.
Oh wow.
Just
Pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Okay. And are you the one that runs the YouTube channel? You've got a YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Called it's called TNTGarage804?
Yeah. So we've got.
Put in a little closer.
We've got
Is it turned on?
It doesn't
Sorry.
sound like it.
Is there a switch on there? Should be. Sorry, everybody.
There we go. Now it's on.
That's better.
There we go.
There we
Sorry,
go.
buddy. Do we need to restart the episode? All right. So what was your company's name again?
After Hours Maintenance LLC.
Okay.
Yep.
And you probably still heard him on my mic, but still, they pretty much do everything. You said heating and air, electrical, painting,
Yep.
carpentry,
Yep.
plumbing.
Yep.
I said plumbing
Yep.
twice, but anyway,
Everything.
All the above.
Yep,
all the above.
everything.
How long have you been doing that?
Probably. It's probably. I've had that company probably for about 5 years, but I've been doing this type of work probably for about 10 years.
Okay.
So I started off doing apartment maintenance, and just kind of came from the bottom, man. Like I didn't really know anything when I first started this.
Yeah,
stuff.
didn't go to like a specific school for anything. Yeah.
So I mean, I kind of just watched people. People kind of taught me some stuff, and then from there, I was like, man, I'm not going to sit around and work for an apartment complex when I can
Do
sit
it.
here and
Yeah.
do stuff
Make
myself
your own
and
money.
make the money. So
Right.
Awesome.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
And you're into racing as well. You're always at Southside. You used to race too a little bit, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, me and my uncle raced out there. Tony. He raced in the Legends division.
Okay.
So we used to go around, and I mean, we used to go to everywhere. I mean, we went to Erie, Langley, Dominion, Shenandoah.
That's the cool thing about Legends. You can take them anywhere.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Same divisions.
Yep.
They've got pretty much an INEX
Yeah.
rule package that runs everywhere. And like even, for example, at Southside Speedway, where we typically run, it's closed this year, but they have their own tech booth, kind of like their own, not their own booth, but they have their own, tech officials and stuff like that. It's all ran because it's all, super important and super kept up with, because you're running points against people throughout the entire nation that you might not necessarily ever race against, but it's all based on points versus other Legends drivers, and they have this entire, INEX point system. Do you know what INEX stands for? I don't.
I don't.
Ryan
I can Google it.
definitely doesn't know.
Kind of used to.
Ryan was like, "What if you would have
I
hit
could
that
be-
dude?
I could
would
be
have,
close.
dude. If you would have hit that, I'd have made you and Jesse switch back." By the way, we got Jesse back in the producer seat tonight. She's doing the hot spot.
Ouch.
I'm back.
She's back. I'm
Yeah,
trying
I
to
think
pull
they-
up, see if anybody's. Oh, we got a wasp.
Yeah, I think
First,
they
don't
kinda
try to
do-
eat that one.
She
I
will.
think they kind of
She'll
do
swallow
both
up.
of them. I think INEX really runs with like the Legends and Bandoleros.
Yeah.
I think they're kind of pretty much all in one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I like them though.
Yeah.
So
Legends especially,
Why is it that Legends is run so differently than all the other classes?
because they are.
Oh, it's a cicada.
Yeah, my dog's literally eating a cicada off the floor right now. It's insane. It's like National Geographic up in this bitch.
I didn't even know it's a kid.
Big loud bug.
It's a yeah.
Okay, so what were we talking about? Y'all totally lost me.
Why is Legends run so differently than all the other classes?
Because they are like I said, they're ran by INEX, so they have this. I mean, that's a good question. I mean, I wish all divisions were that way. I wish they had a NASCAR, and they do at NASCAR sanctioned tracks. They have certain divisions that are kind of certain rule packages, and you can travel, and they have super late models, limited late models. But then you have so many, you still have kind of a lot of classes even with that, so it gets kind of to be a little bit too much. But I don't know. I think you're right. I think INEX should control everything. I don't know about that, but I'm just saying I think all of it should be sanctioned throughout, to where everybody can kind of compete against each other, and the ranking system could be a little better. But I don't know. Did anybody ask that, or you were just thinking about it out loud?
I asked that.
Good question.
Good question.
Thanks.
So, okay, that's what we were going to talk about before we forgot to turn on your mic and everything.
And Andrew Fuller says, "Yo,
What's up, yo?
what up, Andrew Fuller?"
You have a YouTube channel, mostly motorcycles, Harleys, stuff like that?
Yeah.
Honda Shadows?
Yeah, so we do. I've got like a little personal page that I do that I've been posting on for like a couple years, just random videos.
Yeah.
And then we just started a page on Instagram and on YouTube called TNTGarage804. So basically, on like the Instagram page, we post just anything that has to do with like car shows, bike shows, motorcycle stuff, group rides.
Yeah, I see y'all are working on them sometimes too.
Yeah.
You have your own like warehouse.
Yeah.
Cool.
We got a shop. We got a shop over off of Hall Street. We got like a 20 by 30 shop in there.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean we got a motorcycle lift in there.
Looks like you usually have 5 or 6 motorcycles up in there.
Oh
at a
yeah,
time.
yeah. I mean we've got my bike. We got a guy Chris's bike, Josh's bike. And then we get a couple people who just want us to work on random stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So
y'all do a little bit of service work out of there as well.
yeah. I mean, like nothing crazy. Like we don't get into like swapping motors out and doing rebuilds and big stuff. But mainly our focus with that is to kind of deal with people who we like really know.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like in the motorcycle community who's basically around like Richmond, Chesterfield. We're not really like a fully big shop.
Yeah, y'all aren't the Jesse James of
yeah. So we just do basic stuff, oil changes, like if you want your handlebars changed out, or you want to add some
accessories or
aftermarket
something
stuff to your to your bike, then we take care of stuff like that. Yep.
That was TNT Garage 804.
Yep.
Go like and subscribe. That's on YouTube, Instagram.
Yep. Yeah. Pretty much those 2 spots right now.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And you said you've got a couple guys that pretty much do that with you, that y'all ride together and y'all work on the bikes together and stuff like that.
Yep. We do that, together. And then we got this other guy, guy named Tim from Shifting State, and we actually got a ride coming up September 13th. It's called the Virginia Revolution Run. So that right there is pretty much it's going to be like a big group ride.
Okay.
So basically we'll be meeting up at Wawa on Hall Street at like 9 o'clock, and then we ride up to Saucy's Barbecue in Hopewell, and then meet up there at 11, and then from there we go out and we do the 5 and dime.
Yeah. Yeah. I've heard of that.
Yeah.
I've never been to Saucy's Barbecue either. Is that good?
I don't know. We haven't either. This will be our first time up there. Yeah. So so we're gonna go up there, check it out. We're actually going up there tomorrow.
Okay.
So tomorrow's gonna be pretty much like a rough run
trial.
So that way once we do the event, in September, like we kind of know, what we're getting ourselves into.
Right. I gotcha.
Yep.
Is that like a fundraiser thing, or is it just like
it's
a meet and greet kind of?
Yeah, I mean, kind of just like a ride. Like it's we pretty much like the guy from Shifting State. He put it on last year, and he had a pretty good turnout. I think he had like 40 or 50 bikes.
Oh wow.
So I mean, when you get a group ride with that many people, that's a good turnout. I mean,
Yeah.
even when we do group rides now, like we went on a group ride last week, and we went on two separate ones, and each one we had like 6 or 7 bikes. So I mean, even when you're in a little group like that, it's still pretty cool. But when you get a group of 40, 50, 60, 70 bikes, I mean, that's a good little pack.
Yeah.
So
Hell yeah. You rarely even see that.
Oh yeah.
How do you stay together? Like, what if you get separated by like a stoplight?
Single file line.
Yeah, I mean,
Right,
it's kind of.
They can catch up
That's a
pretty
long
quick. They're
distance.
Yeah, I
so
mean, it's kind of
agile.
one of those things. I mean, like
Weave
we
in and
did.
out.
Yeah, I mean, we did one last year called. I think it was called Steam Bell, where we left from Engine and Frame down off Commerce, and then we took a bunch of back roads like down past Pony Pasture and stuff like that. And it was pretty much like this thing to where when you do a ride like that, you've got to have somebody kind of in the front and somebody in the back. Somebody who can stop traffic. Or,
Right.
A sheepdog.
Yeah. So it's fun. It's kind of one of those things where you just kind of got to have all your bearings together when you're going out on a ride, and not only do you got to worry about people on the road, but you also got to watch for everyone who's riding with you.
Yeah, I feel like riding with so many people would probably be a little bit safer. I'd be more afraid of riding by myself. I've ridden a couple motorcycles, but I've never had like my own motorcycle license.
Yeah,
nothing like that.
Yeah.
So like,
when you ride with,
I'd be horrified.
Yeah, when you ride with 2 or 3 people versus a group of people, you're definitely seen, you're definitely heard.
Yeah,
so it's definitely
yeah.
a whole lot safer
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
riding with a big group. Yep.
Fuller said he saw 200 bikes last weekend while he was working.
Oh my God, where at, Fuller?
I think he was down at a track
200
last
bikes.
weekend, wasn't he?
It's a lot.
That's
that's a lot of bikes.
That's serious.
That's huge.
Yeah.
I feel like
That's
he
like
needs
Bike Week type
he needs like a
size.
police escort
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah.
He was down in Daytona. Late. A postponed due to COVID Bike Week that Fuller went to last week. Well, that's cool. I had something I was just going to ask you about, but I can't remember what it is now.
Brain fart.
Yeah, I'll remember it. It was something that I've been thinking about. Do you have the turn right segment pulled up? Do you want to talk about that?
I do. So usually, I try to find
This is the good news segment, Thomas.
The
The rest of the show is pretty much bad news.
I try to find something relevant. And this is such a fluff piece, but this is only relevant because it's got to do with the pandemic. But these are my people. Okay, I got so excited when I saw this story.
Your people? Is that
These
a
are
Colombian racist reference?
No, it's not
Okay.
a Colombian reference. You asshole.
She's Colombian, so.
No, so, and this is just an article that I found on the Good News Network, but it's an endearing new movement for neighborly kindness is putting a benevolent twist on the game of Ding Dong Ditch. Yes.
One of my favorites from past times.
Yeah. So they're called the Wine Fairies.
Ryan's grandfather, I think, chased me out with a golf club one time, so Ding Dong Ditch his house.
I would believe that. Yeah.
I mean, I don't blame him.
He probably didn't get far, but
Thinking about it, no, he got pretty far. He was moving he was an elder man at the time, but he was coming out hot.
People get serious about that
He
stuff.
used to live next door to our buddies that, right? He used to live next door to Tyler's, right?
Yeah, Tyler Groves. Yeah.
Yeah.
Still lives there actually.
Oh, really?
My grandpa, not Tyler, but yeah.
Yeah. That's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
We should Ding Dong Ditch him just for old sakes.
That would
And video it right after this.
that would be fun.
Right after this podcast, so we're gonna go Ding Dong Ditch his grandpa.
Let's do it.
But so sorry I cut you off.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. As a means of cheering up American communities during COVID-19 outbreaks, the mysterious group of do-gooders known as the Wine Fairies have been leaving booze and treats on people's doorsteps. The first Sisterhood of the Traveling Wine Facebook group was founded by a mom who wanted to spread joy by leaving bottles of wine on the doorsteps of strangers, friends, and neighbors. Is that another cicada?
I guess it has to be.
Good
We all looked around like, is that your phone? Is that your phone? Yeah.
I started checking.
We all looked at Ryan first, no offense,
hand
Ryan.
was
We were all
slowly
like, oh,
going
here
for
we
my
go.
Yeah. God.
Ryan was like, I know it's me. Nope, no, I don't know who
Not
it is.
this time.
So these fairies collect addresses of wine lovers in their communities and
Okay.
ask varieties of wines they would prefer to receive. These members dress in wigs, tutus, magic wands.
Oh wow.
I don't know,
Yeah.
like
That-
like
do
this
the
twist.
whole thing.
You can just be called a wine fairy and not have to actually dress
Right.
up like
no,
a fairy.
no,
but
they're going all out.
That's-
Like
Okay.
they have pictures that you can find, and they're
and
bringing.
have you
like-
joined this movement?
I'm about to.
And you said treats. Did it say any kind of? Is it just
yeah.
wine?
So like some. I mean, it
Cheese,
varies
maybe,
from people.
or
Well, and you
chocolate.
don't have to
And
do
this
just
is-
wine. It's like booze too. So you can do like beer, cider, and like
Okay.
some people have been leaving like baskets. Like they've got pictures attached on this article of like this huge like
Wow.
basket with like
Wow.
wine and chocolate and like stickers for the kids.
I like that. It makes someone's day right there.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That is
receiving that.
Well,
Right.
you know, gotta,
I'm sure you get joy of the giving too, but
yeah.
goes both ways, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that amazing? So they're doing that
That's
in all
pretty
these
cool.
communities. Like a huge Facebook page that started by this one mom, and now it's like gone massively viral, and is like spreading like all over the place.
Well, that was one of the things I was going to ask. Is like, are they just leaving this on random people's doorsteps? But
Yeah.
obviously, it's a group community where they get addresses from each other, and it's all.
Is
it's
it-
like a pass around
so
party or whatever
it
you call it.
started with
Secret
the North
Santa.
Carolina. It's got chapters now. So it started
Oh,
in
wow.
North Carolina, and it has 51,000 members.
Wow, in that North Kakalaki chapter?
Yes, with 3,000 on the waiting list. It was supposed to be just the Raleigh
as
area.
they would say.
But now they're in 10 states.
Are they pushing out to other states kind of thing? Or is it
Yeah.
just,
So they're currently in 10 states, and they're hoping to launch into all 50.
is Virginia one of them?
I don't know.
I need to look it up.
For the record,
'cause
I can
I'm about
do
to join.
country accents, and my family's from Arkansas, so I can't actually do them, but, don't get mad at me.
I'm probably worse than I'm from Texas. So,
Yeah. All right, well, either way, I wanted to show y'all something that was on my list from last night. Did y'all hear about the, you also wanted to talk about the Pat McAfee, how the guy went off on him in the middle of an interview. I guess maybe we'll show that on TV now that we've got it. Did you hear about that, Thomas?
That's crazy.
Nah, I didn't.
You know who Pat McAfee is?
Yeah.
The old punter, or just the old kicker for the Indianapolis Colts.
Yep.
But he literally retired like in his prime just to become like a podcast or radio type guy, and he's big.
But he brags about it. He in the little video, he says how good of a punter he was in his time. It was like,
Well, he was. Well, he was like the best.
Well, so what did he go on
He was.
about?
Have you ever seen highlight reels of
No,
Pat McAfee?
I have, but I
He used
always
to
thought he was more
steal people,
entertainer. But that's
Yeah, but no, he was actually a good kicker, and then not only that, but he was really more. I think he gets a lot of credit because he was willing to tackle people when they'd make it through. Usually the guys like in the fetal position over there hiding somewhere,
and he's
He'd
good at
run people down
like trick kicks and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
that too, yeah. But just his highlight reel of tackling people running the ball back
Okay,
is
fair enough.
pretty cool.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I've never seen any other kicker that has a highlight reel of them. They might have like one or two. It's like Tom Brady, like
but not like a 3 minute, 4 minute.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know what you mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, most
That's
kickers,
fair enough.
It's like Tom Brady getting a block. Or doing a block
Yeah,
or
or
running back.
juking-
It's
juking
happened
somebody else.
twice in his career.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we know about both times.
Right.
But yeah. So there was also a person that broke their leg while stealing a package. I don't even know where I'm going to find
Man,
this.
I can't take any more gore in this show.
No, it's really blurry.
Nick Hines asked, "Can Danny Mizell
Call
call
in.
in?"
Yeah. What is he?
I hope I
That
said
should
that
be
last name
interesting.
right.
That should be interesting. I haven't talked to Danny
About what?
Mizell. I have no idea. Nick Hines, or his name is Nick Hines. Share this right now for the record too. You better have already liked it. Share it
No.
and
Write me out.
right now.
Right now.
get Nick Jeffress. Get Nick Jeffress back on here. I'll interact with him tonight, or whatever you called it.
But for that video, if that's what you're looking for, is that what you're looking for?
What?
The Pat.
We can do that. Yeah, we can do that one first.
I mean, yeah, I have what to type in to get to the video there.
Is it Pat McAfee, Adam Cole?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't want to watch the whole thing though. I just want to watch where he gets mad.
Yeah, no. If you go into the middle, that's pretty much where it starts.
That one?
The second video.
This?
Yeah, where it's got the guy standing up, right?
Well, it's got that in all of them.
Oh, well, I can't see that far.
This one's the shortest, and it says the moment the interview went bad.
Yep. All right.
Did it all by myself. Yeah, don't believe
This
it.
guy's a pro wrestler.
Take over
Very
there.
small man,
The
too. Doesn't make any
youngster
sense.
there Is the main reason why you're
Insulting
succeeding. But
each
by the
other.
way, smart. That's good business. Hey, that's business, baby. That's very smart. So, especially for you, because you're kind of small.
Oh, we're gonna go with the size thing now.
Ooh!
Fuck you, Pat. Seriously, I'm sick of your shit. I come the whole way here.
You gotta rewind a little bit.
My family to come to do your stupid fucking show. And you're gonna continue to disrespect me.
Oh my!
Whoa!
But we gotta show him of what, because it wasn't just that little man comment that set him off.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
We can't.
Well, no, yeah.
That guy.
Podcast of us watching other podcasts.
But they were in, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Well,
that was
nobody cares about
insulting.
what everybody knows.
Quickly. Was I being condescending to him? No. Compliment.
He was,
I didn't
though.
think
He
so
was.
either.
He
I
was,
was just pointing out the-
All right. Here's what I wanted to say about this whole type of thing.
Quotations king, like that's
Me and my brother were talking
Insulting.
about this a couple nights ago when this all came out. I shared you to groups that hate racing. That's hilarious. Thanks, Nick Ice. Nick J gonna call though. Does he have my number? Either way, now I realize if they call me, it might interrupt the broadcast really quick, but I can just answer and that'll be all right. And I'll put them on speakerphone, I guess. But I don't know what they're gonna say. That should be a wild time. But I've seen podcasts like this where, like, especially H3 podcast, Ethan Klein, Hila Klein, where they've had people like Trisha Paytas on that they've got a long beef with each other on YouTube, and they have literally them on the podcast, and they kind of go back and forth.
Is this
And
the
they-
same thing though? I didn't know they had beef or anything like that. I thought
They did prior to this.
Oh, I
See, when,
did not
when
know
the video
that.
starts, he says, you know, we're having J. Cole back. We've had some prior history, blah, 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 when you watch the 15-minute
Okay.
video.
I missed that short part then.
So, but they were still, it was not like, it was some deep cuts, but not like bad enough to where the guy should have gotten up and just gotten raged out pissed. But he's also a pro wrestler, so is it kind of like a thing
And
for clout or
He
what?
is short, so it could be little man syndrome too. I mean,
Yeah, he was triggered.
yeah, you call a short man.
So at the end
short,
of this
then-
podcast, Thomas is going to stand up and punch me square in the face and knock me out cold.
That'd
But
be
it'll be good for the views. Yeah. Thank you.
One more
But-
Bud Light.
Yeah, one more Bud Light.
One more Bud
He
Light.
comes out swinging, dude. Watch out. But
knock out round one.
Ryan got some of that.
Nick J said, "Whoa,
Ryan
you
got
didn't
some
mean
of that
it."
Stuff over
Proper
there.
12.
I'm gonna have
Nick
to chug
Jeffers,
that.
are y'all together or something, Nick Heist? What are y'all texting? Yeah, Danny Mizell can call in. Nick Jeffers can call in. Anybody can call in. It's just gonna be a roller coaster of y'all better have some questions prepared or something. Don't just call in and be like, like and not have anything. At least have some shit to talk or something. Even if you just roast me for 30 minutes, I don't care. Not 30
I was
minutes.
gonna say they've known you for a while. They've got dirt on you. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
well, yeah, they're all my older brother's friends. I mean, they're my friends too, but I
Go
try to
way back.
Ben Moore's bachelor party. I tried to troll them a little bit, and that's why the video is titled "Word of Honor." You should tune in because that was with all the guys, all the guys that used to be friends with Alex and Josh, the Jack guys. They say they used to go over to Jack's. His thing was like, you know how certain people have like pinky promise or like this was like word of honor.
Yeah.
Like you say word of honor, it's like, you know.
It's serious.
May God be with you if you break it. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
it was serious business. So you don't ever break a word of honor. So they used to have like,
like that.
some of the guys that used to go. I think one of them had word of honor on their license plate. One of them had like WH. Like it was just they that's all they ever said.
Commitment.
And they did turn into like a joke where they just be like, just breaking it out for
Yeah,
it's just
shits and
kind of a
giggles
joke.
kind of thing, yeah.
It's just an inside joke.
That's cool though.
Nick Heist, do you have my phone number? 'Cause I haven't gotten any phone calls.
I feel like they were expecting you to say no.
True. Yeah.
It's like, oh shit, he said
Nick
yes.
Heist can just call in.
Oh.
Nick Heist is, why is Nick Heist telling everybody else to call into the show? Nick Heist, why don't you call in? Nick Heist is Scoops. He runs the Scoops channel. He is now he's got a supporter badge and everything. I mean, which is a big deal. He's got like 3,000 plus followers. I mean, he's got it
Good for him.
going pretty good. He does all kinds of games: ATS, Farm Simulator, shoot 'em up games. Call of
Madden.
Duty. I think mostly Call of Duty. He would know. He'd be mad
Two-
that I don't
2K.
know. Yeah, but
I'm just kidding.
he's been doing it for a couple years now. He's been playing video games for a long time, but he's been doing it as far as the streaming, I should just say.
Does he get like paid for the streaming stuff and all that?
Now that he's got a supporter badge, you can pay $5 a month to support him.
Mhm.
I don't really know exactly what I don't want to get into the business side of what, but I mean he's got like I think probably over 50 supporters now. So
Oh,
he's-
wow.
Yeah. So
Wow.
he's doing well.
Alec Price
So
did
congrats to Nick Heist
did
and
that kind of
Scoops
stuff, too.
channel. Who does?
Alec Price.
Did he?
Yeah, he got real
He
big.
still does it?
That I don't know, but when I
If he got really big, why would he have gotten out of it?
Well,
That
he
doesn't make
does.
any
He
sense.
does a lot of. I think it's called like priceless production
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah.
But he does like a lot of
He
like
moved-
drone footage for
Yeah.
like
Expanded,
for, like,
I guess,
for, like
is the-
real estate
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Well, he
and
always done.
photography.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
always
yeah.
done a bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
That's
he's always
successful.
done
I'm just
gaming
saying.
and stuff.
Why
as
would
far as
he-
the gaming stuff,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I'm saying he got pretty like when
Was
I
he
was
getting paid for it?
I don't know, but when I
Okay.
lived in Colorado,
Well, that's why I got it.
somebody knew his gamer tag from you know what I mean? Like
Oh,
so it
wow.
was like
Yeah.
all the
I
way
feel
out
like that
there.
guy always has a hustle on something.
Yeah.
I know. Back in the day, like this.
Well,
is
he's
back,
like
this
an
is-
entrepreneur.
Yeah, I know. Back in
Yeah.
the day, they had like this energy drink thing that they
Yeah.
were doing.
Yep, Vima.
Vima. Yeah,
I remember.
Yep. Yep.
What did you ever try it?
Pyramid scheme.
No. Yeah.
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 That's what it was.
Oh yeah, that
It's
pyramid
multi-level
scheme.
marketing.
We were boosting him up for a
okay?
second,
Yeah.
and I didn't want to just bring it all down.
Right.
Like, oh, the pyramid schemer guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, Alex Price. if you want to start up a streaming gaming channel, I will support you. But I'm not hopping in any Zima. If I think Nick Heist, Nick Heist, if you get sponsored by G Fuel, dude, I will buy G Fuel.
He said send you his number or send him your
Told
number.
Alex to.
You told Alex to send it. Is Alex
He
watching?
said Alex sent me Ethan's number.
Is Alex watching?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What's up, Alex? All right, we'll do the other thing after. When did you start your YouTube channel? How old is that? Because it seems like I just found it and subscribed to it probably a year or so ago.
Yeah,
maybe 6 months ago.
Yeah, well, that was the like my main YouTube channel. I started that probably like 4 years ago.
Oh wow,
somewhere around there.
So you've been doing it.
Yeah. So I mean, and like I said, it's all just daily stuff on there. It's not nothing like you know, and
it's not like high production stuff, but it's still pretty interesting. You know, if you're into motorcycles and stuff, go check it out.
Yep.
And like I said, you know, it's all Harleys, Honda Shadows. You don't mess with anything really, though, right?
Yeah.
But mostly, you know, Harleys and stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, Harleys.
What do you prefer,
Hondas.
Harley or Honda Shadow?
I mean, like my first like actual bike was a '85 Honda Shadow, and
classic.
Yeah, like we went down. Me and a buddy of mine went down to North Carolina, and a guy had it on Facebook Marketplace for like $1,000, and it was all like hardtailed and bobbed out. And we went down there, and I had a little pit bike. I had a little SSR 125 pit bike.
Sweet.
And
I wish you still had it. I'd try to buy it from you.
I had that, and a Taurus 9mm handgun, and I took both of those and traded the guy for the bike.
Nice.
So I went down there, picked
It's a
it
good
up,
flip.
trailed it back. Yeah, I mean it was. Yeah, I mean between the pit bike and the gun, I mean it's maybe.
And it ran and everything. Did you ride it back?
Yeah. I mean it.
Oh wow.
Well, I mean, we didn't ride it back. We trailed. I mean it was probably like a 3
You don't
hour
know
ride.
sometimes.
Yeah,
Oh
so,
yeah.
I mean, plus it was a. Yeah,
Especially a bobber on 3 hours. It's like
yeah. So I
I'm
mean,
gonna put a pillow in your ass.
Hardtail with a metal pan seat. There's no way you're making a 3 hour trip on that.
You better have a Kardashian dump if you want to try to make that trip. Yeah.
So did you start with motorcycles or Legends first?
Well, I mean, my uncle started racing Legends.
You've been into racing forever.
Yeah,
I've been seeing you around the track and everything since I started.
I mean, like
12 years ago.
my uncle started racing them. My grandpa used to race out at Southside, like the old junk cars. You know, you'd go out there and beat the crap out of each other, and you know, but my uncle started racing. Man, I can't maybe 03, 04. He started racing Legends out there.
Oh wow.
And then we had these 2 kids who would come down from Jersey, Patrick and Duncan Molesworth. They'd come down in this toter home, like NASCAR style toter home.
Sweet.
And they'd come down on like a Thursday, and they'd stay the night in a hotel. They'd show up to the track Friday. We'd race Friday, and then load all the cars up Friday night after the race. Saturday morning we get up and we head to Shenandoah. So that was pretty much
Every weekend.
almost an every weekend thing, you know, the whole race season.
Shenandoah's always had they don't have the car count in some other divisions, but usually Legends are always good.
Oh, yeah.
Legends are pretty much good for car count everywhere. The last couple of years they have gotten a little slow at Southside, but
yeah.
Just a little bit though.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know. I think we need Tommy Jackson Jr. back. Not really, I don't know. But I think he is back. He's racing, but Southside's closed anyway. So.
But we used to deal with we had a garage over there, pretty much where our stuff is now, and we used to deal with Kevin Yates.
Yeah. I think I'm friends with him on Facebook. He's fast.
27.
He's good.
Yep. So he had a garage over there, and we had like Robert French Jr. and then we were all still in ties with like Mike Waltney and all them. So, but yeah, I mean it was definitely a good time, man. It was something to look forward to on Friday nights, Saturday nights.
Right.
You know, get in the cars and go race, man, and have fun and just see different stuff, man. It's a different world, man. When you know, especially when you're cruising around in a toter home like you're NASCAR style. You know, it's just it's super cool, man. It's
it is.
You know, like if
I've
you've
never done that.
Yeah. I mean,
I've
no,
never
got
done
open
any of
trailer.
it, so
yeah.
I'm with you here.
I've never even had an enclosed trailer, literally.
Yeah,
Hell
it's definitely cool though, man. Yep.
That's legit.
Yeah, that is cool. What made him get out of it? Do you know? Just the money, or?
Well, my uncle actually passed away. Probably.
Oh shit! Sorry to hear.
He passed away like 8 years ago. But it was one of those things, man. I mean, it was fun while it lasted, man. Like it was, you know, it was something that that
Can't do forever.
we could,
and not at that level.
Yeah. I mean,
It's expensive. Legends, they got a lot of tire costs and everything like that. They don't
yeah.
They don't run track tires either. They have their own tires, but they get them.
yeah.
Well, I don't want to say too much. A lot of them get them manipulated and stuff, which
Yeah.
is fine. I don't even think it's against the rules, but
No.
I'm
man,
it costs
sure
time
there's
and
a
money.
lot of divisions.
Yeah, I
to
mean that
that.
stuff definitely isn't cheap. I mean, I know when my uncle went down and he
Yeah.
bought his car. Like he actually went down to INEX, like down to their actual shop down in Carolina, and he bought a brand new car right off the floor. He had
Wow.
a 34 Ford Coupe, and he bought that brand new off of them for like $8,000. You know, brand new. But I mean, Yamaha 1250cc.
got the motor in it and everything.
Yeah, everything.
That's serious.
That's a
So, I mean,
deal.
race ready, good to
That's
go.
a deal.
Yep. Yeah, I think it was like $8 or $9 grand. You know, but
For
but
a
of
brand
course-
new car, brand
Yeah.
new motor too, or
Yep.
rebuild or whatever,
Yep.
however they do it.
Yep. And I mean
Oh.
they're pretty cool. I mean like setup wise, when you sit on them, they basically have like a motorcycle style
Shifter, yeah, 'cause they got
shifter.
6-speed
Yeah, I mean,
Yamaha
just
transmission,
a straight,
right?
It's just a straight, first, neutral, second, third, fourth, fifth.
Oh wow,
Just
so
straight
it's not
back.
a
No, it's not a route. It's just a straight like this.
geared hit.
Yep.
Wow,
Yep.
just like a
Yep.
yeah. Well, obviously, yeah,
Yep.
it's a Yamaha
I mean, out
transmission off a bike.
Yeah. Yep. Now the South Side, man, they're super fun. I mean, like looking at them, man, when you watch them in the stands, you kind of look at them, you're like, man,
No.
they ain't going fast, but you
No,
get in
they're
the car-
going really
Oh, yeah,
fast,
yep.
dude.
I mean, I guarantee you, probably on those straightaways of South
I wouldn't-
Side, you hit about 70.
No, you go a lot faster
Yeah,
than that.
Yeah.
Because
Yep.
the U car is probably doing 70.
Yeah, I'd say like.
Oh, yeah.
No, the
100,
Legends, I'd say, are probably
70,
doing
80.
100.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
90,
yeah,
90 to
yeah.
100.
Yeah,
And their
yeah.
asses are like 6 inches off the ground.
Yeah, yeah.
Like-
yep.
Well,
Yeah, it definitely
let's put it
makes you
this
puff
way.
up a little bit.
At Dominion, when Dominion,
Yeah.
the new Dominion, when Dominion Raceway opened, they didn't even allow Legends at first. They were allowed at Old Dominion because the track's so fast.
Yeah.
And Legends are so small, and
Yeah,
Legends are already
Dominion's-
so fast.
yeah, Dominion's
now
pretty
they
quick.
allow them. I wouldn't get in one of those.
Yeah,
Probably, I would get in one to practice one. I would not get in one of those for a race.
yeah.
At Dominion,
We were down there. We
That's
went down there for
that's a scary ride.
I think like the summer shootout. This was back in like 06, 07.
Mm-hmm.
Back when there was this kid named Greg Galding.
Yeah, I know him.
And
He went to NASCAR.
Yeah, yep.
He's
And,
from Colonial Heights.
Yeah, yep. And he was down there racing, man, and we were there, and like the last lap, some dude spun him out, like right on the last lap, and ended up wrecking him out.
Damn it.
But it was, but seeing that stuff, man, like watching legend cars.
At least he still ended up making it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't
yeah,
know if
he
he's
made
still
it.
in NASCAR now, but he at least made it to where he's a household name. I knew who he
Oh
was.
yeah, yep.
I didn't know about him until he got to NASCAR, and they were like, Colonial Heights. I'm like, what?
Yep. Yeah,
and
I mean,
then
we raced
I
with
backtracked and learned about him, in reverse.
Yeah, I mean,
Backstory.
we raced with even like Bubba Wallace. You know, what I mean, like we were there when Bubba Wallace was like a kid.
Yeah.
You know,
He used to race
racing-
Bandoleros and everything. That's
Yeah,
where he came
yep,
up
yep,
racing.
Yep, yep, racing bandos and legend cars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Where did he start?
Bandoleros.
Bandoleros.
But like where? Geographically.
I think somewhere in Virginia.
Bandoleros?
I think so.
Yeah, or
Really?
North Carolina or something.
I think I
somewhere
might be
around
wrong.
there.
Yeah, somewhere around here, North Carolina, Virginia, somewhere around there.
I'm gonna
Love
Google it.
me some Bubba Wallace.
Yep. Yep.
Whoa, I lost my thing. Oh, Nick Heist did share it. Thanks, buddy. Everybody like it too. Dude, Nick Heist gets so many likes and so many shares on all of his streaming videos, dude. It's insane. He'll get like 80 shares. Like, how do you get 80 people to share it? And I hit the share button at the same time when I see that. But it's just like, my God, I get 8 likes. You know?
Get 8 legs.
You're just starting out.
Well, I know. I'm not even complaining. It's just like his channel is big, man.
Yeah,
It's
it
cool.
takes a while, man. YouTube, like, I mean, even
And that's
YouTube,
video
like,
games
the way
too,
like
right?
algorithm works on
He's from
YouTube,
Virginia.
it's ridiculous. You know?
Franklin County.
You lost me on the algorithm part, so I'm
Yeah.
Facebook's algorithm.
Like Facebook, YouTube algorithm.
I don't-
Like,
Yeah.
YouTube is such a hard platform to get started on. Like,
Yeah.
it's, because YouTube.
Dude, I did really well talking shit about Crystalia after he came out to
Oh
be
yeah,
a pedophile.
like when you post stuff that's kind of like trending with like
Yeah.
YouTube
Yeah.
and like the way their
Yeah.
algorithms work. Like that's kind of like how I am. Like when I post stuff, you kind of gotta
You got to clickbait.
like keywords and
Yeah.
tags
It's a
and
good term right
clickbaits
there,
and your
clickbait.
and
Yeah.
thumbnails.
Trump just ate a
all
baby
that.
or something.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh
like,
yeah. Yeah.
insane.
Oh yeah.
Like, whoa.
Yeah. I mean,
You know,
like,
that is a good point because, like, for me, like on ESPN
That
videos,
is good video. I've seen it.
right?
Oh, wow.
If it
Yeah.
says like breaking, you know what I mean? I'll
yeah.
instantly click, even
Yeah.
though nothing about it's breaking
Yeah.
news or
Yeah.
anything. You
It's
know
like
what
an
I mean?
old
It's
lady
just-
breaking her leg.
right? You know,
Feeling it
that's a
back.
good point.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it is funny how, because like I said, I labeled it Crystalia. I don't even, who gives a shit? And literally the next day I woke up and like I'd gone from the most ever like views on YouTube being like 70 because Facebook's obviously my main platform to like 250 and like people roasting me in the comments and shit. So it worked.
Yeah,
And I tried. I've been
topic.
trying to do it since then, but just nobody. It was mostly the reason why I got so many is because all the Crystalia followers and like nut huggers were like looking up Crystalia stuff and going in the comments
right,
like,
and defending them.
yeah, just like
Yeah.
just bashing anybody that they could that said anything bad about them. So that's mostly what that was. But
But it's trendy though, you know what I mean?
But yeah, I mean, that's
Yeah, that's how it works, man.
That's
You
how the
like
algorithm works.
YouTube is a super hard platform to get started on. I mean, it's just I
couldn't
mean,
even
like
imagine.
even like Instagram
yeah, unless you're
stuff
Bella
like that.
Delphine or
Yeah.
something, flashing your tits. Or,
Yeah, I mean, you got to have. I mean, nowadays the way YouTube works, you got to have like a viral video or something to really get your
Keep
name
your
out there.
foothold,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, let's
and
ramp
the
your
thing
Harley
about-
over my roof or something
I
while
mean,
you're here
I
tonight.
can.
Let's collab. Let's
Like
do a
two birds with
collaboration.
one stone.
We're two YouTubers, dude. We got to do this right.
Yeah, evil
And
Knievel.
like, yeah, do something insane.
Yeah,
How about you ramp over the race car? You could probably do that.
let's do it.
Okay.
Right now.
Right. Okay. I don't have a ramp yet, but
One
we
more.
can make something.
One more Bud Light.
Oh, one more Bud Light. Shit.
more Bud
Is
Light.
this gonna be
Like, this
before
is
you knock
going.
me out cold or after?
Probably after.
after he'll land the bike
Well,
and
how
like
am I
as
supposed
he's
to help with
still
the ramp?
moving,
That'll
he'll
knock
hit
you
you
out.
in the
Who's
face.
gonna film
that
it?
will be a video.
I
Who's
will
gonna
film,
film it?
I will film that.
Okay. I realized I was a sexist the other day.
Well, frequently.
No, don't put that on me. I'm not trying to get canceled tonight. Episode 22 is next week.
He just said one time. One time.
All right, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Well, I was like, I can't remember who it was. I don't even know if I knew them or if it was just like a suggested thing and it was like famous people. But it was like 3 different photos and it was like all these girls, on a boat out in the middle of the water, like trying to be hot, like.
Yeah.
Right, obviously you were looking at that.
I didn't look at it long. I just hear me out here for a second. So it's got 3 pictures.
Just trying to dig your
You
hole
can see
a
them
little
all.
deeper.
That's okay. You can see them all on the thing, and I'm like, wow, you can see, like one pictures of the back of the boat, one pictures of the front of the boat, and there's like tons of girls in this boat. And one of them's like, the middle of the boat, and I'm like, oh wow, like there's so many girls in this boat. And then I literally thought to myself, and I swear to God, I said, who drove the boat? Like there's no guys on the boat. I swear to God, it was pretty bad. But
Drove the boat.
yeah, I was like,
That reminds me of that Office episode.
it was a genuine thing where I caught myself. I literally thought that to myself. I'm like, how did they get out here in the middle of this ocean or wherever they are? And then I'm like,
God forbid. a
Jesus
female
Christ,
What- yeah.
one of them
Couldn't
might
be a
have been
wo-
able to handle it. But
Couldn't have been a
look,
woman.
I know that all women can easily drive boats, and
Yeah.
all women can easily do all the things needed to drive a boat. But it's just, for one, like I said, I'm a sexist. 2, I didn't mean to be, though. 2, there's a lot
Only
of
on
like
Tuesdays.
backing the truck up to the boat ramp and unloading the boat. Like that's I
I've
wouldn't
already
know how
been
to,
at a marina.
I wouldn't know how to do any of this stuff. So I'm not trying to throw shade on any woman that doesn't know how to either. I'm just saying, like, that was literally what popped into my head. I'm like, well, I wonder who drove this.
Somebody
boat.
has to have
Yeah.
a boating license on it.
Well, I'm just like,
There's got to be somebody with a
is the
penis
guy the
that
one
can
taking the picture?
navigate a boat.
know,
God
it was pretty
forbid.
So I'm sorry to all the females listening, and I genuinely apologize. And I caught myself
Yeah,
in
but
it.
you know what?
And I could have just held it down forever. It was
There,
just a
deep
thought.
down.
It's not like I said it in front of somebody like I usually do and embarrass
That's so
myself.
honest, Ethan.
I
So
waited
honest.
and I waited to embarrass myself in front of all of you. So
Well, and the fact that you're self-aware enough to admit that that thought process was
That's what I'm
sexist
talking
is
about.
a step in the right direction. I'm
Hey.
very impressed.
yes, and I
Good
reached
job,
out to them, and
sweetie.
turns out there was a guy on the boat, and he drove. I'm just kidding. just kidding. I'm sure they figured it out.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so here's the chick that the package
It
thief.
is unbelievable.
Oh, here we go.
Just moments
Oh, yeah, I
after
saw
grabbing
this.
boxes.
She
Instant.
busted her.
Oh!
wide open.
Goes down, backwards on her foot.
Shows her tumble outside of a Bothell home. You can hear her.
So then her
Dude,
boyfriend or
comes
whatever,
up, like, kinds, like,
he
tries
picks
to
her up,
open it. Yeah.
takes her all the way back to the car,
Yeah.
and then what? He comes back and gets the
Well,
package
families
just
had
still.
this happen before, and they took the necessary precautions. They get text messages from UPS, and they have a camera system, so they knew something was wrong when they arrived home yesterday, and the packages they were expecting
There
were nowhere to
You can
be
just
found.
say that.
The car moves
Instead of
slowly
doing that
past
whole-
the home.
Okay.
Why does everybody try to
Just
make
like
like
Lisa.
charades with me when they're fucking live on fucking? Just say it.
Okay.
Nothing's going on.
You didn't see this shit.
3 boxes. She's in a hurry, and she turns to run back
All right,
to
so
the
here it is.
waiting
Better
car.
view.
But she
She's like,
slips
oh,
on
I
a
gotta.
mud spot on the
Oh,
ground.
doesn't look bad. Any healthy person that's ever drank a glass of milk in their life probably would be fine, but clearly she's drinking too much Monster Energy or whatever.
up, but it's too much.
Oh, she's screaming. Wow.
She cries for help,
She's like
and
a
her
wounded
accomplice
gazelle.
is forced to leave the car.
Oh,
This gives us a look at the driver.
My
That's a kind of
God.
thing.
Coming
Yes,
in
it-
his
what's a- wait,
injured
what's a gazelle?
accomplice. She can't put weight on
It's
the
America.
body
It's America.
of
It's America.
injury.
It's a Nate
It's a
Diaz kind of
struggle,
bird
and he's
thing.
able
Yeah.
to get her to the car. Still, he's not leaving.
I like his jersey though.
You're a Seattle Seahawks fan?
Stop it.
I thought you were a Dallas Cowboys fan.
No, I am. That's Russell Wilson though, right?
Yeah.
Who are you a fan of, Ryan?
I could be a
didn't
fan
ask
of the
that.
player,
When he
right?
comes back to
I didn't
get
know that was
him
wrong.
off the
I
lawn.
guess.
He's a good man,
We
good
talked
dude.
with the
We don't care
homeowner.
about
He
this
does
anymore. They still stole their shit, and she's got a broken leg. So
Karma.
yeah,
Wow.
And now you got to go to the hospital.
They're not very good at what
explain-
they do.
Explain what happened.
Literally, how do you walk into the hospital and be like,
Be like, oh, I broke my leg. Well, how'd you do that? Well, I was
I
Dro-
was
dropping
stealing
off a
somebody's
package?
packages?
Yeah, I was dropping it off. I'm an Amazon.
I was making sure it was theirs.
Oh my God.
I actually figured out as soon as I got off work. I was like, wait, I think I got that address wrong back in 3203. I figured I'd take my personal vehicle. I didn't want to get paid or anything. That'd be insane. I wanted to fix my own mistake, and I went back and I was going to, do the swap.
Yeah.
And then this bitch broke her leg. So it's the way it goes, It's a tough
That's
job.
That's what happens.
It's a tough job when you're dedicated like I am.
God.
But
I did
never
not
got
see
it.
that, by the way.
You know when your job is to steal packages, you don't get insurance either. They probably had to pay out the ass for that cast.
oh my god, I'm sure they have insurance through somewhere. That or they have whatever health.
Well, it's not Obamacare anymore.
It's called the considerable care. Well, I don't know what it's called. I'm sure they have. They would be fined if they didn't have health care in this day and age. Still, it's not Obamacare
That's
anymore,
fair.
but it's still Obamacare. It's just not called that. She's not president, but it still is up and running.
Something Care Act.
I was just about to. I was thinking of something.
Affordable Care Act. Yeah,
There
yeah.
we go.
Yep.
I was gonna make up something. So I'm glad you
ACA.
spoke first.
Yep.
I was just gonna grab something out of thin air there.
I remember old Joe Biden
Apparently-
sitting there trying to talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whitaker versus Till is about to go down. Alex said. So give us some updates on that.
Keep us posted.
Oh, did you hear about the Sandman kid? The guy that the guy that wore the
Ew, what?
Trump hat and that had the Indian beating the drum in his face.
Yeah, he sued a bunch of news
Dude, he's up over
companies.
500 million. Well, he should have because they had
Oh
the
my
story
God.
completely backwards.
Well,
Nope.
to be fair,
Never
he
mind,
did look
never
like a
mind.
smug little bastard. In
Oh,
those
he
photos.
did. He
Well, that's
did.
the way the media makes it look like.
Yeah, but
they're going to take a
then it
picture
ends
of
up
him to
being
make it
that
look like
he's not in the
smiling
wrong.
and his
Well,
face being
Well-
all
he's
smug.
wearing the hat, but that's literally all he did. He's just a 16-year-old stupid kid that they all decided to be funny to go buy these hats,
Well-
or they all thought they were cool for buying these hats.
I mean, yeah,
then
he
the
shouldn't
Indian
have been
comes
there
up
in the
and
first place.
I don't know if you've ever seen the
No, I'm
actual.
trying
is
to
this new
follow
you?
her. Yeah, this is not.
Oh, dude.
Never
The
did.
Indian literally walked up to him and, literally just started antagonizing him. And, this kid, that's why he's got $500 million worth of settlements, because the news, he couldn't go to college. All this stuff happened because the news flipped the story and made it seem like he was the bad guy.
Yep.
What was,
Literally
what was he doing?
nothing.
He
He
was
just
being a
stood there
stupid-ass
wearing his
teenager.
MAGA hat.
Yeah.
You remember the story where he
But
was
he had,
standing
like,
there and
this,
the Indians
smirk
beating the
on
drum in
his
his face?
No, I've not heard. I'm saying
Well,
I've
He
not heard
showed
this.
up to.
But he's got a ton of money now.
Well, whatever.
And he did end up somehow getting into a college and graduating or something, I think, because I saw him post
He
about
looks.
it.
Alex said he looks like Joey Logano, and he does.
He does. Oh
Yeah,
my
he
god.
does look like
To
Joey
be
Logano.
fair,
Oh, man.
To be fair, as a white male wearing a MAGA hat, showing up to a protest against, I think it was.
It was a field trip. He was at school. It was a field trip. They were all together.
Okay, but he obviously wasn't with his group. If he's
Yeah, he
in the middle
was.
of
They
this
were all wearing the
protest.
MAGA hats. That's why they
The
were,
whole school's group.
the whole field trip worth of conservative kids or kids that had conservative parents probably that thought it would be funny.
I have a hard time believing that.
That's the story, babe. I mean, that's either way, dude's loaded now, which is, I mean, that's too much money.
Good for
500
him.
million though. I mean, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, he can go ahead and retire. He doesn't need that college degree anymore.
Yeah, really.
What do you go to college
Who cares
for?
about college?
Right.
I don't know. Yeah,
Right.
How to save money, hopefully.
How to
Business
invest that
101.
500 million?
Read on how to read the room on what hat to wear. Hopefully that's what.
Yeah.
He still didn't do anything wrong.
No, but
He wouldn't. It wouldn't. I don't even think it was at a. I need to look that part up.
it was
again.
definitely a protest. It was Standing Rock.
So would it have been wrong if it was at a protest, or would it have been wrong
Well,
if
it
it
wouldn't.
was
No.
at a field trip?
What he did was literally nothing. The guy came up and started antagonizing him, and he just stood there and just smiled. And the guy just kept on, and it was like
Yeah, I mean,
It
he
was
really
in the
didn't.
media just completely.
Oh,
flipped it and
okay.
said he
I mean, like
walked
they-
up to this guy and
I'm with
started
you.
intimidating him like
Yeah.
I'm the white guy with the MAGA hat. But he's like a high school kid, dude. Like he's literally just a high school kid, and there's like this 50-year-old Indian slamming.
Literally
his
not
drum.
even old enough to vote, and he's wearing a
Wow.
fucking Trump hat.
Yeah.
I could easily see where the media would, twist
Twist
something
that.
like
It was
yeah.
all during. This happened like
Sure.
what 4 years ago or something.
Yeah,
this
it
was
was
all
Oh,
during
Standing
the.
Rock.
wow, I'm
This
really
was
late.
during the
Yeah.
Trump, like before Trump was elected, it was
It
like
was-
when the hats were.
Yeah,
before
like
I
the-
think it
coming
was like
out.
his first year
Well, really.
because they
I need
were
to look into it again.
they were there protesting the pipeline going through an Indian reservation. It was their sacred lands that was about to be decimated, and so they were there. They were at like
something
a
like that.
capitol or some sort of big government place, you know. And
Establishment
so
thing.
right, so there was. It makes sense that there would be a field trip there because there's kids learning about whatever.
Yeah.
And so the Indians were there protesting the fact that the government was about to cut through their lands.
Okay.
So
I'm with you.
it's probably not the best climate to be wearing a Trump hat when there's people there protesting.
That is it. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
You
if
know,
if
like,
half-
that's-
okay, well, I'm just saying, if there's a protest, why would you have a field trip to go there? That's just insane.
That's fair too.
that is. Yeah.
You're
Why
right.
would- that's just you're literally if it,
It's like a
you don't
double
do
whammy
that.
there,
Yeah,
you
you
know.
don't-
They were like
don't do that.
asking for yeah.
Right, I
I
was
mean,
just
they
about
were
to say,
asking for
Yeah, I saw
conflict.
one. I saw one a couple
Controversy.
weeks ago where they were. I think it was in. I think it might have been through D.C. and they took a field trip there, and the
Like,
kids again
why?
were wearing hats, and like this dude came up to them and just started going off on them. It's like, dude, like if you know all this stuff's going on in all
Yeah.
these places, like. One, like you really shouldn't even be doing the field trips
Yeah.
in any of those types of places that has
No,
that
they
tension.
And on
shouldn't
top
be
of that,
doing
I mean,
that.
you're asking for it anyway.
A man shouldn't
you know?
go up to a bunch of kids anyway. That you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably. You know,
Oh,
so
absolutely. He
no.
was 100% in the wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's why that kid has 580 whatever million.
500 million. Yeah.
Good for him.
Did y'all hear about this tool bag, Jason Jacoby?
No,
This
but
is
that
like-
just sounds like a douchey name.
Well, look at him. Yeah, I mean, this guy that's
Ouch.
his iRacing setup. He was like one of the first
Stop it.
big iRacing guys to like be famous enough. Sorry,
COVID.
COVID.
God.
I owe you a Pepsi. Anyway, he was one of the first like iRacing guys that like was, I guess, not only good enough but like serious enough about it and had enough iRacing points or however they do it to race with like the Denny Hamlin, Earnhardt Jr. shit like that.
Jeff
So
Gordon.
he literally, I don't think he ever did iRacing. He literally got this setup built that he was like in high school, literally working at Domino's, making minimum wage. So that's why he's got the Domino's suit on. He just thought that would be funny to be like his sponsor or whatever. Got a whole rig from a legitimate late model set up in his room, like $30,000. So obviously he didn't have the money for any of this, but there's literally recordings of him on stream saying that like his parents have maxed out all their credit cards to be able to afford it.
Oh my
all this kind of stuff.
God.
So now he's beaten his girlfriend and gotten arrested for it.
Ah.
And
Wow.
this is the second thing he's had problems with. I should have done more research again. This is just Bro Science channel, okay? We don't know anything. We just know everything about nothing.
Right.
But he gave her a concussion or something. He like punched her, something pretty big. But there was already a past issue, some domestic violence or something like that. But yeah, the kid's just a real douchebag. And
Takes all his parents' money and then beats his girl.
$30,000, and
Yeah.
it'd be like if
But shouldn't his parents have said maybe no? Maybe?
obviously it's horrible
Well,
parenting.
yes, clearly he is a product of his environment. If people
And
are,
bad
have the
parenting, yeah.
mindset to max their credit cards out for $30,000 for a video game.
Yes.
And for a grown man at that, you know.
No, he was, I think, in high school. He's a young guy.
30K
Wow.
on an iRacing setup.
That's why he still worked at Domino's, like minimum wage.
Okay.
Man, you can
True.
go to Best Buy and get you some pedals and a steering wheel and
Literally,
build you,
like,
build you a little thing with some 2x4s.
Oh my
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
God.
that's
all with it.
I was talking about Scoops earlier. I don't want to keep on going back to it, or maybe I do. I'm sure he doesn't mind. Like he was always on shoot 'em up games
he
and all this
has
kind
a
of stuff.
baby too.
Oh my God, really?
Yes.
Jesus.
Hang on.
He was always on shoot 'em up games and stuff like that. And then as soon as he got into Farm Simulator and ATS American Truck Simulator, he got the steering wheel, and then he got NASCAR Heat 5. Do you have that game? I don't.
No, I don't.
I don't either.
I don't either.
That's
If you
what
were
we were
wondering.
talking
Ryan
about.
does not.
Yeah, that's what me and Ryan were talking
He
about.
has NASCAR
earlier.
Heat 4, but not
No.
5.
Yeah,
And
we were
3-2-1.
talking about PlayStations and Xboxes. Like I never really got too big into like I played like the old NASCAR and
ATV.
Yeah.
ATV off-road Fury and stuff like
I got
that.
him over
Like,
there, dude.
That's,
Yeah,
I had the same reaction. you
Yep.
did. Yeah.
We had like I remember back in the day, like the old NASCAR where you could
Oh,
shoot
yeah.
the paintballs out of the front of them.
Oh,
Like NASCAR, like
yeah,
98.
Yeah, NASCAR 98.
Yeah, you could shoot paintballs out of the front of them.
Yeah, man, I never remember
That
that.
was a
You
little
wouldn't
bit
have
before
just
I
said
got
that.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
just before Ryan became a NASCAR fan. Just just a
Yeah.
slim 20 years prior to the mix. But yeah, man, that is crazy. I totally forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever know about a game? My brothers brought this up the other day. Did you ever know of a game? I'm gonna have to go on my text messages just to find it because I'm never gonna remember what it was called. But it was hockey and football game where it was like skulls and stuff like that. It was like
On
big gaping holes would come up in the middle of the hockey rink and they would just fall into them and stuff like that. It was called
a hockey game that did that?
it was a hockey and a football game that was like skeletons would play against. It was like monsters.
Did they have like
that?
fire on them too?
What?
Dude, it
like
was all
flames?
kinds of like
I
random.
remember that
Mutant Legend Hockey.
Yes. Is that, does
Mutant
somebody,
League. Sorry,
Mutant League hockey.
I'm reading from far away.
I've never.
Dude, it's. I
I knew that
remembered it.
myself,
When did that come
actually.
out?
Alex,
Like,
Alex's comment didn't key me off. I
oh, it
just
was
knew
probably
that was my
93 or
brain.
94. I mean,
those were like
I wasn't
back-
reading anything.
Those
Then.
were back in the well, I mean, I think what was that, like late '90s, probably late '90s, like when people were playing like what was that, Twisted Metal?
yes.
Oh,
yes,
wow.
on PlayStation
Yeah.
1.
Yeah.
Twisted
Wow.
Metal was the
It's
shit.
like Twisted Metal, like the old Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
Oh, those were
like
all good.
Dave
Yeah, that was
Mirra.
Yeah, I
such
played
a
that
good
one.
game.
What was
Pro Skater 2, yep.
Driver?
Yeah,
Oh.
dude, Driver on PlayStation 1.
Yes.
I'd play that. I'd play it. I'd beat it. I'd play it again.
I ended up
You lost
playing
me
it
on that
even
one,
once,
but-
even once PlayStation 2 came out, and you could still play PlayStation 1 games on there. I used to play
Yeah.
Driver all the time.
Yep.
What else was there? There was a lot of good PlayStation 1 games.
Yeah, it's like they had all the good games back in the day, and now it's. I don't game
Still
that much
better
anymore,
than
so I don't
Xbox,
know.
yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
but wow, yeah,
Yeah.
ATV.
The old like Need for Speed.
Yes. Oh, that was Underground.
Yeah.
Yep, Need for
I played that a
Speed
couple times. My
Underground,
brother
Most
was more into
Wanted.
that, but
Yeah.
you
Need
know.
for Speed Underground was the shizzle.
And the movie was even better, right? Just kidding.
And that came out like 20 years later. They were
Right.
called
Yeah,
Aaron
it was-
Paul or whatever.
Yeah,
Isn't that what it's called? Need for Speed.
that was
Yeah.
good call. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Does it? I've never seen the movie. Does it resemble the game at all?
I saw.
Yes, definitely.
You don't know.
100%. No, it was a really bad
Absolutely.
movie. A really bad movie.
Was
heard
it?
I didn't
sucked.
see it all. I saw like 30 minutes of it.
I heard it wasn't bad.
I love Aaron Paul though.
Yeah, Aaron. He's the only reason why I checked it out. But
Yeah.
even you could have a bad script written for a good actor, and it's like,
I still never got anything from Nick Heiss. He's probably not watching anymore, but still, is he calling in?
excuse me.
In fact, I might have Nick Heiss's number. Let me see if I can call him.
I was thinking about asking that, but I didn't.
Well, I don't
thought
have
we
anything.
established
I
he
don't
didn't
have
wanna
anything to
call.
ask him, so that would still
Yeah,
be
it's okay.
beside the point. And I don't have his number.
We can plan it for next week.
He's not going to want to do it next week.
Well,
Didn't
then.
seem like you wanted to do it this week. Right?
Yeah, he was volunteering other people to do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And like
But not me.
Danny Mizell and all these people, like that'd
He's
be
a big
hilarious
fat
though.
instigator.
Yeah. Nick is an instigator, but I love it. I had a couple more things. What do you want to plug your company one more time? What is it called again? I should know this.
It's it's my business, after hours maintenance, and then the garage page, TNTGarage804.
Yep.
And that's the area code, by the way, guys. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yep.
The area code. Well,
Yep.
we have listeners from all over the place, right? I don't know if you knew this.
Lots and lots
Well,
of people.
I was just trying to help there.
And I mean, we're right on the brink, of getting monetized on YouTube, but we're just not quite there yet. Actually, I did make a bunch of bitching about it last night, and then I did open it up, and I got 3 extras. So that's thanks everybody to actually.
They
I was
listen.
bitching like we're almost
listen.
there.
I think
We got to get 1,000, and I'm at 24.
I think
So-
I think 2 of them were actually me.
Really?
Last
Hell
night.
yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking
I
about.
went on
Hell
He
to
made 2
both
different
the-
accounts. He's
Yeah.
like, I'll fix this.
Burner
fucking
accounts.
issue.
I went on to both of my separate
my
accounts. I
God.
was like,
Click,
subscribe.
Hell yeah.
It's like the same
Hey.
name, but with different numbers.
Yeah, well, that's what
Yeah.
Shoe Nice did. Shoe
Yeah.
Nice had like 50 different accounts at one point. I mean, Shoe Nice is famous. You know who Shoe Nice is?
No.
Yeah,
All you
do.
gotta
No, I
do is
don't.
create an email.
Shoe Nice is the one that used to eat like
That's
a
all
can
it is.
of dip.
Oh,
and you
okay.
Oh my god!
The place where you could, like,
I
create
forgot
a
about that
account.
guy.
Yep. Literally, that's all
Dude.
you gotta do. Create an email.
There was something,
Boom.
like-
Boom,
You,
make an
it's a
account.
maximum of 50, and then they bust him. But still, I mean, he used to get hundreds of thousands
know
of
that.
likes and follows and stuff. So it's not like he was actually contributing to his own
Yeah.
page. He was more doing it so that he could go on other people's shit and comment. I mean, he's a terrible alcoholic.
Man, he
and
was
stuff.
troll-
wild.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a troller kind
He
of.
still is, babe. I
He
saw
still
him on
does it?
Oh yeah, I mean he still does some content. I saw him. H3 Podcast had him on.
I can't believe he's alive.
They didn't have him on in studio.
old?
They had him.
No, but he's
probably
ate
50 or
like
60.
light bulbs and crazy shit.
Oh, dude, he literally drinks an entire bottle of vodka. He does.
Yeah,
he eats an
you gotta-
entire can of dip.
You
He
gotta watch
does
this shit.
Whoa,
It's
no,
insane.
no.
all of it, dude. He does all of it.
Insane.
The one that that they made him do on the H3 Podcast was he ate one of those like 3-pound Reese's cups.
I could probably do that.
So is
But
he getting
tried to
dared
do
to
it
this
so much
stuff,
at
or-
once that he couldn't like open his mouth, and it was getting so drooly and nasty. It literally
Ew.
looked like shit, like dripping out of his mouth, dude. It was insane. Like literally, it was the
God.
hardest I've laughed while watching some type of podcast in my life. I think. Like, I don't know. The Hot Ones episode with Shaq is pretty good. Do you watch Hot Ones?
No.
The YouTube
No,
show?
No.
You should watch that show.
I think I've heard of them, but I haven't. I
Sean
10
Evans?
wings,
I
10
haven't watched
questions. The wings get hotter, and the questions do too, or whatever.
Yeah, and they're
Yeah.
and they're
I haven't
legit.
seen that. No.
They're good quality questions
No,
too. He
I
digs
haven't
deep.
seen that.
Oh my
I
god.
mean,
you
like,
gotta-
I'm subscribed to
He's got a
couple
game show
thousand
on,
people on YouTube, but I don't
Yeah.
think
like
I've.
True TV now too.
Oh.
Yeah, he's got a game show now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
It made me
I'll
want to
check
eat
it out.
more hot wings when I
It
saw
literally makes me so
Dude.
hungry every time I watch the show.
Okay.
I wish I had hot wings when I watch it sometimes.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's you gotta watch it. It's
Eddie
so
Wong
good.
tried to go from the hottest first
That's dumb.
down, and he didn't make it to like the second or third wing, and he's like getting naked and running around the studio and had to tap out. Like it was fucking ridiculous.
Would you see DJ Khaled only made it to the second or third
Well,
one?
He's a vagina though, so that's different, you know.
True,
So,
that is true. He did say that he wasn't.
Vaginas are much stronger than ball sacks.
True. True. Bad word, but he is a very
Sexist.
again, yeah. But I'm working on this, guys. He is not.
He's not good with spicy food.
And to be honest, Sean Evans did come out in some in-between episode thing and say that, in his defense, DJ Khaled's defense, his manager set him up and didn't tell him anything about it because he knew that he
True.
wouldn't
I'd
do
be
it
But
pissed.
because he doesn't eat hot stuff. He's like,
Still, the
he literally
video,
hid it
though,
from him. But
yeah.
yeah, now it's out there to where it's like DJ Khaled literally tapped out after the third wing. The third wing is like
Tabasco
peanut butter.
sauce.
You know what I mean? It's like it's
Texas Pete almost or something.
Yeah,
I
it's something
mean,
like Texas
I'm
Pete.
sure that
But if
For
you're not
some
into
reason-
spicy food,
yeah. I
then
mean, like
Yeah, some
people
people.
my
like
grandpa
your-
thinks
Some people
ketchup's
can't take
spicy.
it.
so-
literally
Yeah.
his dad cannot eat ketchup because it's too spicy.
Yeah, so
for him.
same thing with my grandpa. So I
Mustard, man.
I believe it. I don't understand it.
Gordon Ramsay was the same way, and he toughed it out. It's all a
He
mental
did.
thing.
Well, some people aren't. You
I
know,
eat some of that. I eat some of that Frank's hot buffalo sauce, and sometimes that's about.
yeah.
as much
I
as
do
you can
Texas
take.
Pete
We
My
have
religiously.
we have the
Well, the
last
reason I
wing
asked,
sauce on the show.
they have the hottest, 1 through 10, the hottest one. We've got it, and we've had a couple episodes where we eat it.
Yeah, I saw the one on there, and I was like, I really hope.
Oh
they
yeah,
don't make me do
no,
that.
you don't have to. No.
Totally.
That's a
Yeah.
requirement,
you
by the
would-
way.
If you would have said hell yeah, let's do it, we'd be doing it right now.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately,
Just get him a Bud Light, right?
I'm relieved
One
that
more
he
Bud
said. I'm relieved that he said no. Actually, to be honest,
It's not that bad.
I've eaten it enough times to shake sticks at or something.
But
What does that
you
saying
said it's
even
the
mean?
hottest one, but they changed up the hottest hot sauce every
They
season.
do,
So is
yeah.
it the
So
hottest
it's
one
like-
from?
2019.
Yeah.
They have 4 different last dabs that are all 2 million Scoville. There are 4 different flavors, but they're all the last dab, which is the highest level. So
Okay.
the last dab, as far as the first, I think 4 seasons or whatever, the last one was I think Mad Dog 357.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So that was just, and that's why that's now the second hottest. It's just they didn't get the 2 million Scoville one, which is the last dab, until until season like 5 or whatever.
probably
because
had
they
to,
made
like,
their own sauce.
Yeah, and it's
manufacture it, yeah.
a good profit that way too.
But ever since they've had that one, it's just been rotations of that same sauce, different flavors.
Where'd you order that off of?
Jesse got it for me for my
They
birthday.
have like a
Lucky.
website
Lucky.
where you can go
Okay.
on and get.
You can take
they
it home with you,
have,
Ryan.
Thanks, man.
You want to try it right now? You want to come over here?
Maybe in a
Got
second,
chicken
but
in
I'm
the
trying.
kitchen.
So I'll order one myself too.
It's
Bro.
hedonist.com. I can send it to you.
Yeah, it's
Hedonist.
Hedonist.
Yeah.
They tag it at the
remember
end
that.
of
They've
each.
got like gift
episode.
packs and stuff like that.
They got like
They've
a link.
Okay.
Whole different, like you can buy like season 1 as like a package, and they'll send you like all the
It's expensive,
sauces. It's like
Like
over
that one
$100.
bottle was like that one bottle was like $25-$30 or something
something like that.
for the one bottle.
Yeah,
So
I'll probably just get one. So yeah.
it's actually more reasonable the more you buy.
all right.
That makes sense.
Do
But
we
I
have
wasn't
anything
gonna
to eat
drop,
it
like, a
on?
product.
Didn't you
We
bring
have
something?
a rotisserie chicken.
Yeah.
You brought what?
It's
Some McDonald's?
McDonald's, but
It
I
doesn't
mean,
matter.
that might help.
All right.
You know.
Well, Thomas is gonna smell it. Ryan's gonna eat it.
I'll,
can
I'll-
smell it?
I'll
You
give
can handle that,
I'll
right?
give it. I'll
Oh,
give
yeah.
it a shot.
Yeah.
You know.
I-
We're all sweating already in here
If
because
it
it's
makes
hot
you
as
feel any
balls.
better, I ate it
It's
while I
already
was
hot.
pregnant.
Yeah,
That's what
dude.
it
I'm
is.
like, I showered not too long
now
ago,
you
so
put that
that's
pressure
over.
on me
I
there.
put the fan in the wrong spot.
I know. Well, the race
Almost
car's
wish you didn't say
blocking
that.
this whole side of it.
It's not. It's
What?
really.
She said that she
I said if it makes him feel any better, I ate it while I was pregnant. Was totally fine. It's really it's
pressure now.
Jesse's
So,
Don't be a wimp.
you know,
Jesse's
right?
a spicy
absolutely
Colombian
not.
woman.
Absolutely.
I've never been called a spicy Colombian woman before. That's got to be a first.
Well, from your sexist husband, it's got to be the best thing ever. All right, Ryan, you come over here. I'll sit in the back.
All right.
Close this biatch out.
Make sure I got my water with me.
Sauce is up there behind your head.
I'm already sweating.
You about to be sweating more. Yeah, I'll take one more. Appreciate it.
All right. See, I wasn't.
I've never been over here during this.
It's
I claim to
honestly
be
About to catch COVID
Okay.
from Ryan's
This
headset here.
is me and Ryan.
Oh, here you go, Ryan.
so just
This is
like
me and Ryan's show now.
just so you're prepared. It tastes really really good until you swallow. So make it quick.
Thank you for saying that.
You're welcome.
That's what
I
she said.
swapped it around.
Yeah,
drink a
yeah,
little
yeah,
bit,
yeah.
You know.
You got to swallow real quick. Get that down.
Let's see. I'm gonna read it first, by the way. I don't know.
Read it aloud.
Well, I'll read some of it.
May cause allergic.
He's like, I can't read all these words. This is like peppers that are made up in like
I know
some
some of
kinda-
these words.
Literally the first time I had
The
it though,
bigger-
it made my gums
Damn,
swell.
bro, your headphones don't even hit my. You got a small head.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. It's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
You got a small head.
Must I get coffee?
He's like, I buy youth hats. Hell yeah, bro.
All right,
Money
so
saved.
10 out of 10.
Did you ever get your McDonald's over there?
Is it in the fridge?
No. I was just gonna put it. On my
No,
finger.
you can't do
What
that.
are you just gonna put it on your tongue?
No.
Yeah, actually, no. Give me.
Yeah,
I
give
gotta
him something. He's,
McChicken.
gotta,
Okay.
he's
Yeah,
not going
thank
to do
you.
enough if he's going to do
Thank
it
you.
straight.
Need some type of chaser.
Not the McDouble though, because that's gonna ruin the McDouble.
Oh,
Thank you.
What you got, McChicken?
And a McDouble. Oh,
there you
McChicken with
go.
pickles
There you
and
go.
McDouble with extra onion.
are you going to make a
That's
McGangbang out of that?
Yes.
No. I
Oh
don't do
my
that.
God, we had a friend in high school
That ordered a
who
McGangbang.
he sent his girlfriend to go get him like
Oh man.
the 2 sandwiches to make a McGangbang, but he just told her to go and get it, and she literally rolled up to McDonald's and was like, "I'd like a McGangbang, please."
And they were like,
they
laughed.
literally made it for her.
They were like, all right.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she's like kind of, pretty chick. Like, can I have a McGangbang? They're like, yeah.
Sure. That's number 15.
Hell
right?
yeah.
She came back and they were like, "They laughed at me."
Yeah.
Like, yeah, of course they did.
It's kind of like those parents who make their kids go in and ask for blinker fluid.
Oh, yeah.
I think I did that to my sister.
I'm over here procrastinating.
That stuff smells pretty.
Intense? Dude,
Yeah.
you've got to watch the show, Thomas.
I'm gonna watch it.
I feel like I should do
really
this.
good.
All right,
I'm gonna watch
it's official now. I need to turn the table to where I can look the guests head on.
Yeah.
Now I feel like I'm just now seeing Thomas for the first time this episode. And it's because I'm over here on the other side of the room. And I'm going to have to break my neck like, hey, Thomas, what you doing? Well, nobody can even see me now, and I'm turning around in my chair. But,
Wow.
Yeah.
You got this, buddy.
That does not smell
yeah,
good.
dude, hurry up. This is a high-level production. We're wasting...
I know, I'm trying to procrastinate
kidding.
here, maybe
I don't
you-
give a shit.
He's gonna dump the whole bottle.
Although I
on
think...
it.
No, I didn't leave my phone
It's
over
thick
there.
though, so be careful.
Yeah. I probably got something else to talk about. Oh, that people don't want to hear about.
I think even that's
That's
good.
good.
No, how about
Okay.
I told
I think
Ryan
that's
about this
good.
last
All right,
night.
let's
going.
let's
I told
see.
Ryan last night about the lady at the hospital that makes you a racist, and you don't even like. You're like, remember the lady that was. She
What?
came in. We're like, hey, because we had Amelia 3 years ago. A certain person had delivered Amelia. So we're
I'm
like,
with
hey, is Jessica still work here? And she's like. This lady looked like a haggard lady that her last job was Waffle House. She's like, the black one? She's like, the black one or the Asian one? And I'm like,
be bad.
the Asian one. Don't tell anybody I said that. Like, it's just like you don't even know how to answer a question like that. Like, do I start describing an Asian person? That would be more racist, so. Oh, here he goes.
That's hot.
I wouldn't even really pay
That's
attention.
hot.
Is Bristol
Ate it
in the
with
shot?
a mouthful of no. Ate it with a mouthful of bread. It can't be but so bad.
No, that's hot.
Yeah.
He's handling it pretty well, though.
I don't know if it's one of those.
He's got a lot more food
Sorry.
per sauce
Yeah.
ratio. As
Yeah.
opposed to usually we eat it off of a wing, and it's
There's
you know
no
you gotta
carbs
you gotta
to
get it
soak
all
it
over
up.
your lips to be able to dive in there on the wing. You gotta
Yeah.
really you
Yeah,
know
eating it on a wing
go
would
into
be.
dangerous zones.
Yeah, Ryan probably
That'd
just
be
got
way
like
too
a
much.
little gist
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah. Oh, how much did you do? I didn't get to watch. You need to do a lot,
Okay.
bro.
He got maybe like a nickel size.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a lot.
I mean, it was
enough.
And I didn't take a huge bite or anything. I just took.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I ate all the bread.
whole McChicken's gone.
Stuffed the bread in my mouth.
Yeah.
That's hot though.
Yeah.
Do you like it though?
I would
You
never
want
put it
more?
on anything. I don't
Okay,
know.
so that's a no.
Yeah.
One way to answer that question.
I'd try it again for sure, but I wouldn't. It's not enjoyable to eat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's.
Yeah.
It is
I
pretty
wonder
good
if I
though.
can get Bud and Jennifer to eat it.
You're right on that. It does taste good.
They're supposed to come
Yeah,
on and do
like
a
it's
food
really
taste
good
test.
until you swallow it, and then it's like battery acid.
I didn't take your advice though. I kind of let it sit in my mouth though, because I was like, oh, it does taste pretty
Slosh
good.
it around. Yep.
Well,
Or go
take
to
another
the
dabble of that bad boy and just let it
Just like
sit in there
gurgle
for the
it
rest of the
around a
episode.
minute.
take a bite of it, just let it
Just let it
saturate.
sit. Yep.
Just let it saturate.
Touch every taste bud.
Won't you snort a
What's
line
the
of it?
other sauce
right?
that you said that's so
Give me a dollar
hot?
bill.
That is like
That
Texas
one.
Pete.
Okay, that one. Give him that one really quick. Ryan, you do have to try another sauce, by the way. This one is hotter.
This is 10 out of 10.
That one's hotter.
No, this
That
one's
one.
11 out of 10, Ryan.
Why am I the only one trying hot sauce? over here?
Because everybody's seen me. You know, my
that
internals can't.
That
You know.
that even looks hot.
It's so good.
There's
It's
nothing
not.
in there.
You might need
It's
to shake
so
it.
good.
Oh God.
I've
That
never
one's
even
so
seen
good.
hot sauce.
That's the one that
Oh,
you
yeah. Jesse
made
always
me
says
eat
it's not
like
bad.
Soup.
Jesse
He
thinks
literally-
that one's
Had it
not
on the
as
sandwich.
hot. Jesse thinks that one's not as hot. I think it's
It's
hotter.
not.
It's
It's
much.
not.
It's much, much sharper heat, but it goes away much quicker, and the aftertaste is a lot better. Right?
I don't know if
Am I
it's
describing
hot.
that correctly?
I'm just sweating because of the hot sauce. but
Both.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Both.
you're not sweating that bad.
you don't. I got back sweat going on right here.
You don't want your.
Nobody can see it.
He got some proper 12. We need to put that on the table for a.
Plug.
Conor
Conor
McGregor.
McGregor.
Conor
Do you wanna
McGregor's
try it?
whiskey.
Conor McGregor
I'm
plug.
not a whiskey drinker, man.
Yeah,
I'll
but Conor
smell
McGregor's.
it.
Put hair on your
I
chest.
know.
Just dabble it.
Oh, that's what I need.
We got a Conor McGregor fan here, and she's like, I don't know if I want to
Nope.
try proper 12.
No.
Yeah, that stuff's
Hard
pretty
pass.
strong.
No.
You need to
What's
get closer
wrong
to
with
the mic?
what's wrong with the whiskey?
Nope. Mm-mm.
Well, I actually tried to look
Did
for
you try that one just now?
I feel
I'm about to. I
hungover
tried to look
just
for
from
the
smelling that.
Sorry.
the Rocks tequila. Have
No
y'all
rush.
Have y'all heard about that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're apparently sold out in the region.
Hmm.
They're getting more thirsty though. I asked.
I don't care about the rock.
Oh, I love the Rock.
I heard his tequila's pretty good.
That stuff's like stuck in the.
I'm just kidding, everybody.
He's not as sexy as Conor McGregor, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. If
I
anyone
agree.
asked that.
Yeah.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Good point, Jeff.
Yeah.
That was
Took the words
spot
right out of
on.
my
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what everybody else was thinking.
All the
Read
other
my
three guys in
mind.
the room were like, yup.
Good point.
Another sip of the beer.
Well, how about old Nick Diaz?
Yeah. He's not the most attractive, but he's got like a really like blonde, like almost looks. I don't know if she's from like Great Britain or if she's from here, but
Texas, maybe. She's blonde.
what you wouldn't
What?
think his
Where
wife
is
would
this
look like,
going?
or his girlfriend would look like.
Wait, please elaborate. What is it? What do you mean?
Well, when I say that, I mean I'm just kidding. I'm not going to say anything more than what I've already done because this hole that I'm standing in is pretty
How
deep.
we're like, she looks like she's from Great Britain or Texas.
No, I didn't say
No.
Texas. They said Texas.
I've
They
never-
added
Is that because
it.
she's
You're
white?
hearing both.
No. I've
No.
never seen her, but he said that she's blonde. And
Settle
there's a
down,
lot of-
Colombian. Okay,
lot
you
of
already
blonde
said
women.
your people earlier.
I'm
Okay,
triggered.
let me.
I'm
yeah.
triggered. Okay.
All right, here goes Ryan with the second hot sauce, which I think's hotter. Jesse
I think
eats it
it's
on her eggs
nothing.
in the morning like
Literally,
it's nothing. Yeah,
like, I
like I
thought it was
said,
so
a little
good.
spicy Colombian though. That's a little different.
Thanks.
A little too spicy sometimes.
You're not wrong. What do you think, Ryan? You think that one's hotter?
Did you smell that one, Thomas?
Yeah.
I can't even taste it, to be honest.
I don't know.
See?
I think.
Like
That one smells hotter.
I don't know if I got mayonnaise
That
on
one,
my
that
lips.
other one's got a weird smell to it.
I don't know. I think this one.
It says salsa on it, for heaven's mercy. Right?
like legit.
Yeah, salsa.
I think this one.
It's salsa based. It's not, you know what I mean?
smells a
Like,
little hotter.
Yeah.
If you
I
know-
think it is more pungent.
That's something
Probably.
I
It's
think your
salsa.
white boy tongue just can't take it.
Jesus.
he's like, it's salsa verde. It's spicy. the green,
Those
the
tomatoes
green
are
stuff.
really just
Where's the
tearing me
milk?
up.
Where's the milk? All right.
That's
All right.
not-
Do you want
this
to switch
isn't hot.
back, or do you want to stay over there for the rest of the thing?
I'm just gonna finish the podcast out with Ryan up there.
Yeah, we're staying on till 1 a.m. Sorry.
Damn. Alex said round 3 is done.
That was really fast.
They made it through all 3 rounds. I guess there's a 3-round fight, not a 5-round fight.
So it's decision? Ew.
I thought all main cards were 5-round fights, though.
No, only title fights. I
Didn't
could be
we
wrong.
have this
That's what I
conversation?
thought.
Oh, okay. No, hold on. Alex typed more. My bad. I'm sure it is a 5-round fight. It's just I wouldn't read far enough.
Oh, Why would it be a 5-round fight?
Round 1 over. Thomas, I need some work done at the crib, actually. All right, my brother's going to hit you up and need some work done.
Cool. Give me a
I
call.
thought he sold that bike.
Can you not get fingerprints
he
on my
does.
screen, please, sir?
He
I'm
does
just kidding.
home
Oh,
improvement.
for the house.
Say, what have
I'm
you been
assuming
listening?
he's using my phone.
What'd you say, Ryan?
Nothing. I said don't get fingerprints on my phone, but I was just kidding.
Oh, fuck you.
Man,
Round 1 over.
that was worse
Round
than the
2
hot
done.
sauce.
Scoring prob 1-1 right now. Round 3 done. Kind of split on that one. So it's a
7.
really, really close fight.
But why is there 5 rounds if it's not a title fight? What's the... Shouldn't... You know what I
main
mean?
card?
No, but... I get that, but shouldn't the title fight also have some significance there? Because it's a title fight? I guess? Shouldn't the title fight have another... You know what I mean...
Shouldn't there be a title fight as the main card instead of whatever they're doing?
Right, yeah. If there's going to be a 5-round fight, why not... You get what I'm saying?
Is it for the interim championship, maybe?
I don't think there's any championship going on. I heard Dana White said that
Well,
whoever
Israel
wins
Adesanya
this...
is the champion.
Yeah, but I don't think there's an interim.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. If it's an interim championship, that's why it's 5 rounds. 'Cause interim championship fights are always 5 rounds too.
Those aren't real title fights, though. But
I know.
You're right.
I agree, but
Fair enough.
I don't understand even the point of an interim championship and having a belt for it. But
I've seen a couple of his fights, man. He's a pretty good fighter. Adesanya.
yeah, he's a beast. Yeah.
That dude's
He
nuts,
goes,
man.
the last airbender is what he goes
Style
by.
bender.
That's what I said.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude's,
style bender.
that dude's nuts, man.
Same thing, right? What's the difference?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure if you called him the airbender on a podcast, he probably wouldn't care at all. I think Dale Earnhardt Sr. is the airbender, right, Mel? To be honest with you, he said he could see air and everything. Like,
Oh, really?
That's how he's so good at drafting.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he said he could see air, and that's why he was so good. Is like one of his taglines.
That's impressive.
But all right. So I guess it is 5-round fight. Whitaker is ranked 1 till 8.
You know, the hot sauce didn't get on my lips, but my lips are on fire.
Yeah.
Probably because you'd like lick your lips and then it sprays.
You know, I have,
Yeah.
I have a bad habit. Yeah. I think I got chapstick.
I'd be careful about using that right now.
You have all the... Thank you. Because
Because
I would have gone
you're
for
gonna
it.
use it like in a couple days and light your ass up again.
Yeah.
Thank
If he
you.
puts chapstick on right now,
that's
he's
on
gonna
point
forget
right
about
there.
it and put it back on.
Because I only have one stick, too. It's not like
Yeah.
Dude,
Thank you for
one of
that.
these episodes,
That's
I
good.
went and had to, take a little pee-pee afterward. That did not end well at all for this guy. Okay, so let me just tell you, if you do have to relieve yourself, wear gloves or hand sanitizer.
And
Something.
don't touch the eyes, right?
Just like wash
Don't touch
your
the eyes
hands.
or the.
Yeah.
Just don't touch anything. Yeah, your hands are essentially
straight out, yeah.
on fire right now. So
Yeah.
And my lips.
treat it that way.
That's ridiculous.
But which one did you like better taste wise?
The last dab for sure. I couldn't taste any of the other one.
Yeah, like it doesn't have a whole lot to it. It's just kind of a little.
It's like there.
I feel like it's almost like Texas Pete. Like I feel like doesn't have a whole lot of taste to it. It's just
Whoa.
like a little bit of spice.
Whoa. Ouch. Whoa. You just spoke on Texas right there. That's,
I mean, I like it,
that's deep
but
waters.
compared to like Tabasco or something,
Oh, that's fair enough.
like
I mean,
Tabasco
I
better than
personally
Texas
disagree.
Pete?
I think Texas Pete is all flavor.
I like Texas Pete. I feel like Tabasco has more flavor.
Interesting.
I think they're for two different things. I think Tabasco is more for Mexican food, and Texas Pete is more for
Everything.
wing. No,
Eggs, sandwiches,
Chips.
fries.
Have you had
Potato
Texas
chips.
Pete on potato chips?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I have
So
Texas Pete on
bomb.
every.
he's
I was
like,
gonna say
yeah,
ice
I've had
cream.
Texas Pete on
On ice
Oreos.
cream.
But I have,
What are you
know,
talking about? I've had it on everything.
just a spoonful every morning, every night.
Do you any hot sauce? You said Frank's is your go-to.
Yeah.
Put that
Usually
shit on everything.
make
Not to
this,
turn this into a hot sauce show. Maybe we'll open
It
a
is
hot
now.
sauce store
Make
now.
this buffalo chicken dip.
Yeah.
And we
So
use that
bomb.
Frank's.
Oh
that
yeah.
Frank's hot.
Well, that's
buffalo
yeah,
sauce.
that's the go-to sauce for that one too.
Yeah.
So that's a
Yeah.
good move.
That's usually
That's the
Frank's
original
is-
buffalo sauce, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah. Because like I saw a video because Sean Evans, Hot Ones, did like a tutorial on how to make the best true buffalo wings. So he went up to, I guess Buffalo or whatever.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
No, he didn't do that. He went up to an actual legitimate store and they made them, and then their hot was just Frank's by itself. They had a huge ass squirt bottle of it where they'd squirt it in. Medium was half and half, and then mild was a little bit of Frank's and mostly
I'm half and half.
butter. Ryan is half and half. He's a zebra.
Are
Have
you?
you heard of a? I am.
Yeah.
Have you heard of a mambo sauce, by any chance? Since we're on topic of sauces, it's not
Mambo
hot
sauce?
Mambo sauce.
No,
Kobe?
I'm-
Capital
I'm
City mambo
intrigued.
sauce. It's they only sell it at like Food Line and one other store that's like You don't need to know the name of it, but Food Line, they have
Yes,
it.
I do.
But it's
What's the name of the store?
Honestly, don't know off the top of my head.
Jesus Christ.
But it's not a place
Is
where
it hot
everyone
sauce?
would
That
shop.
was just a short prayer.
No, it's like sriracha based, but it tastes just like Chick-fil-A's Polynesian sauce.
Ooh.
Not
And
a fan.
that's. But then they have a
I'm not
hotter
trying
one
to bring
too.
you down.
No. They have that one, and they have a spicier one, which is actually my favorite. I mean, I like Polynesian sauce, but the other one's pretty.
Yeah,
It's-
I like the spice.
I put
Because the
that on.
Polynesian is just too bland.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
too, like,
Yeah.
there's not much going on. You have to, like, douse it so much. It's
Yeah,
like, I gotta
exactly,
Like 10 of
yeah,
these
yeah.
packets.
Sweet and sour sauce.
Yeah. I need a little bit more. I need sweet, sour, and spice.
But I have both bottles. I'll bring them next time. But yeah, you gotta. I put it on chicken, everything. I was finding myself going to McDonald's getting the 20-piece just to put them on the.
Whoa.
That's
Aggressive,
a
dude. What are
That's
you?
how good it was.
there.
20-piece nuggets.
That's how good
insane.
it was.
What are you, Usain Bolt?
Thank you.
Remember he used to eat like 1,000 nuggets in between
And
races?
Chad Johnson, the football player, used to eat McDonald's every day.
Really? Yeah, Usain
Breakfast, lunch,
Bolt,
and
Yeah.
when he broke his records and everything, he was on McDonald's. Then he
Ew.
like switched to a better diet, and he's like, he hasn't been as fast since.
What's
So
a better
what's going
diet
on
than
there?
McDonald's?
He was filled with chemicals.
Yeah, he made a mutant runner.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's fine. He
Like-
won the record.
Ew.
Eating McDonald's.
Yeah, that's a new TRT or a new drug that's going to be banned by the UFC.
It's McDonald's.
It's McDonald's because performance enhancer.
Right. Worked for all these athletes.
Yeah, Usain Bolt.
So gross.
Well, I think that's everything we got. What do you think, Ryan? Do you have anything else you want to say, Thomas? Mostly Thomas. Ryan will be here more. Thomas.
My lips are on fire.
Thomas will
Oh,
actually be
yeah.
back next week to eat both sauces
I won't.
back to back.
I got to see someone else do it, so that's good enough for me.
So either way, it's
You want to remind us one more time about your...
TNTGarage804,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah. And
Instagram.
your business,
Yep. And then after hours maintenance.
after hours
That's-
maintenance,
That's also that's on Facebook too.
anything and everything you
So,
need.
Pretty
Just
much.
call them. Your phone number's on there. I don't want to put it out here,
Yeah.
but you've got it on the Facebook.
Yep. I mean, it's on
Contact
the back of my
information.
it's on the back of my truck and
Yeah, if
So.
you want to find him on Facebook or anything like that, it's Thomas Epps Jr.
Yep.
And
Instagram
yeah, just check him out on Facebook or check out his YouTube channel, like and subscribe.
Yep.
And
and Instagram.
yeah, and Instagram. Sorry, yeah,
All three.
TNT Garage on
Just
Instagram.
do all three.
Yeah, just do them all.
Now.
Do what Ryan says.
right now.
Okay.
Stop what you're doing and do it now.
Yes. Stop right now. Do it now.
Listen to me.
Make 5 accounts. Follow him.
Look at my
all
ears.
5. Really
Listen
quick.
to my eyes.
Yes.
It's like shoe eyes.
Yeah. So, anyway, check in this week to find out when the next episode is, because everything kind of on the. I don't know what's going to happen, whether we're going to do a Saturday. And there's no racing coming up, so we should be good. But anyway, just follow the page. We'll
Stay
let you
tuned.
know. Stay tuned. And follow the page. Thomas will be uploading a video of him eating the hot sauces since he's not going to come in next week and eat them.
Hell
I'm just
yeah.
kidding.
maybe
No, I wouldn't make you do that.
maybe.
All right, fellas and ladies. Jesus, this sexism
So
just never ends.
sexist.
Oh my God. In fact, Ryan, you close out the show before I get fucking canceled. Just say whatever,
Divorced.
however you think you should
My
close
lips
it.
hurt. That's all.
My lips hurt.
No, close the show. Say thank you, everybody. Whatever. I don't know.
Thank you guys for tuning in, and my lips are on fire. And go get the last dab too, because it's good stuff.
Yeah. Thank you, Thomas.
No
Shouldn't have gotten
problem.
so